Hey guys, what is up? Another episode of Chat with Matt. I'm pumped as always. But before I get into today's show, guys, if you can leave me a 5-star rating review on Apple, it'll mean the world to me. All right, just do it. Pull over your car, put your hazards on. I don't care if you're in the middle of Parramatta Road right now or George River Road. Put your hazards on, pull the handbrake up, leave me a 5-star rating review. The cops will forgive you, and actually don't do it when you're driving. Pull up, wait till you get home. But listen, leave me a 5-star rating review on iTunes. If you don't know how to do that, guys, reach out. Tag me on Instagram, Move with Matt. Tag me on Facebook, Move with Matt. And anyway, enough bullshit. Let's just get to the show. Now, today, I'm going to give you 7 ways to lose weight and get fatter. But wait, let me explain. The concept is called inversion thinking. Now, I got this from Alex Hormozy. I was actually watching one of his YouTube videos, and he said he's one of his idols, Charlie Munger, comes out with this term called inversion thinking. Now, we're good at our brains are much better at finding problems than solutions, right? So if I give you 7 problems, if you do the opposite of these 7 things, you're going to be better off. You're going to be losing weight. Now, actually, I don't like the term losing weight because here's the thing. People get caught up over the scale when their body's actually changing. So if your body composition is changing, that should be the main focus, all right? We should not always be focused on the scale. Now, I'm going to give you these 7 things. Understand, guys, it takes time. Trust the long. You got to always trust the long road. Short term does not work. So let's just get in the meat of things because I want to keep it under 10 minutes as always. I want to give you straight to the meat of this. Now, number 1 of the 7 ways to lose weight and get fatter. Do high intensity training 7 days a week. This is a beauty. Overtraining. Now, most people think you need to come in, you need to sweat. If you don't sweat, it's not a good session. This is something I hear all the time. You know, not anymore, but I used to have clients that came in my gym and said, Matt, your sessions aren't hard enough. And I was like, okay, fair enough. Maybe do 14 of them. They used to do more. And guess what? They weren't losing weight at all. And it's not a dig because guess what? I was doing the same thing for a long time. But here's the thing, guys. More is not better because here's the thing. Your body can only cope with certain amounts of stress, right? If you're overtraining, that's some stress there. If you're under eating, that's some stress there. If you're not sleeping, that's some stress there. So, sorry, if you got your life stress, you got your kids, you know, you got your wife, your husband, whatever's going on at home, there's a lot of things. And we've got to understand that more is not necessarily better. All right. So that's number 1. Do 7 days a week of high intensity training. Now, the opposite of that would be to not do 0, but train a few days a week. Start with 3 days a week. Let me go through the 7, then I'll recap so you understand. It'll all come together like what can I say? Not a milkshake. That's just boring. Like a frittata, you know. You put your zucchini, you put your garlic, you put your onions, you put what else? That kills me because sometimes I cook and I put all these. I'll get turmeric in there. I'll get whatever I can find. What else do I add in there? Oh, anyway, paprika, salt, pepper, chili, cinnamon. Honestly, I'll go crazy with the seasoning. So if you got seasoning in your cupboards and I'm coming over to cook, hide it. Not that I go over and cook at people's houses, but anyway, let's just keep going here. Focus on intensity and not technique. All right, guys. Here's the thing. Most people come in to the gym and they're like, I'm going to do 200 push-ups today. Now, by the time you calculate your quarter reps, you've probably only done 5 push-ups. All right. Here's the thing. Focus on form. I'll much rather you do 10 good push-ups than 200 quarter reps. Now, those quarter reps probably add up eventually, but focus on technique. Because here's the thing. Most people focus on just getting in there and banging out, 200 push-ups as fast as they can. But here's the thing. Because they're sweating, they think they're getting a better workout, but their muscles aren't kind of getting stress the right word. We're not stressing the muscles in the right way. So want to make sure we're focusing on technique first because Like I said in last week's podcast, if you have not listened to that one, go back, not now, after, and go back and listen to that one. But I said there's 4 ways to lose weight. You can decrease calories. This is once you found your maintenance. You can decrease calories. You can increase steps. You can increase training volume. Or you can add in another training day. Now, that's considering you're doing 2-3 days a week. But when I said, increase training volume, intensity, this is one way. Technique increases intensity because guess what? If you do 20 quarter squats rather than 10, in comparison to 10 full ass to grass squats, you're going to get much more from those 10 squats. All right, guys? So trust me on this. Focus on technique, not intensity. All right? Next one, number 3. Focus on sweating and getting tired every session. Now, there's a reason why I banned burpees in my gym. And I haven't done them since, I think, 2018 was the year. Actually, maybe it's 2016 when Sharks won the comp. It wasn't 2016, but I just wanted to throw that in there. Now, there's a reason why I banned burpees. Not safe. People don't do them well. And they just fatigue you. You're not meant to train to get tired. Here's the thing, guys. When you're training athletes, we train a couple athletes, a couple footy boys. When they come in my gym, here's the thing. They do one set. They're resting for 2 minutes. They're doing some mobility, some core work before they hit their next set. I'm not there getting them to do 200 box jumps, 100 push-ups, because they're never going to improve technique because they're constantly fatigued. When you're constantly under fatigue, it's very hard to improve. How you improve is, for example, come into the gym, you're doing 3 sets of 10 squats, right? You're doing 50 kilos. You come in next week, you're going to do 3 sets of 10 and you might do 55 kilos. So you're stressing the muscles by 5 kilos, bit by bit. The next week you come in, you're doing 3 sets of 10 at 60 kilos. You come in the next week, you're doing 3 sets of 12 reps at the same weight. So that's another way we can increase reps. We can squat down, we can hold the squat at the bottom, and we can jump back up. It's not coming in and, skipping and doing 1,000 sets on the assault bike or doing sleds for an hour straight or banging out 100 push-ups. It's none of that, guys. It's always about, focusing on... Oh, I just lost my trail of thought. Sorry. Yeah. Focusing on, improving your technique, getting stronger rather than sweating. Because here's the thing, guys. If you got 2 people, right? You got person A who's always done cardio, very minimal muscle, right, on their body. They've done cardio. They look like a cyclist. They look like a marathon runner. Now, nothing against them. This is just an example. You got the other person who's got muscle, right? If they both went for a run around the block, let's say Lees Park, they did a run around Lees Park, right? Guess who will burn 100 times more weight? Probably not 100, but guess who will burn up to 60 to 70% more weight? The person with more muscle, because he's got more muscle, he's got more calories to push around. His body's much more efficient, whereas the guy with minimal muscle, his machine is not firing on all cylinders like the guy with muscle, right? So, guys, we always want to pay attention that it's not about sweating. It doesn't mean shit. Because here's the thing. If you're doing cardio, you go run around the block, you burn a lot more calories than you would in one of my sessions. But here's the thing. If you do one of my sessions, resistance training, back to mobility, you're burning weight while you sleep up to 48 hours after, maybe even longer. Because here's the thing. When you wake up the next day and you're sore, your body's still burning calories to recover. The next day after, you're a little bit sore. The DOMS effect, delayed onset muscle soreness. It's taking you a while to recover. So here's the thing, guys. Just trust what I say, or else I'll just keep going on about this point 3. Let's just call it quits there. Next one. How to lose weight and get fatter. Eat 1,200 calories. Now, this is probably the first time I've said this, but if you're a new listener, eat 1,200 calories a day. Actually, don't do it. Now, look, not saying I've never got clients. I've got clients right now eating 1,200 calories. But here's the thing. They've got an exit strategy. and they know the exact date they're coming off that 1,200 calories. And we've got a plan to get them off it safely. And we know exactly what we're going to do after that. And we've got the future built in. Most people eat 1,200 calories. They have no exit strategy. Their plan is just bang, here's 1,200 calories. Good luck with it. See you later. That should not be your strategy, guys. Eating 1,200 calories. Like I said earlier on this podcast, you've got training that's a stressor. You've got food that's a stressor. You've got life stress that's a stressor. You've got a million other things that you're stressed out about. You know, your dog's pissed on the floor like my dog has here. He shits in the lounge room sometimes. You know, you got the shits sometimes. Actually, I don't get the shits because it's like, what can he do sometimes? We'll leave him inside. But here's the thing, guys. 1,200 calories is not enough for you to function. It's probably enough for your 3-year-old kid to function on. It's not enough for you. So if you want to lose weight and get fatter, eat 1,200 calories, because here's the thing. When your body does not have enough energy to function, right? You need a certain amount of calories just to function. It's called your basal metabolic rate. Now, imagine you're in a coma all day, every single day. Your body probably needs, honestly, 1,200 calories to insulate your organs, for your lungs to function, for your heart to beat, for all these things to work, right? For your brain to work. And you're eating 1,200 calories. You're trying to, run around with 3 kids. You're helping your husband with his business. You're working all day. You're doing a million things, guys. You're super stressed out. You're running around. It's just way too much, right? So those 1,200 calories are just going to your organs, heart to beat, all these kind of things. But on top of that, you're training. You got all these life stresses. So guess what? You're burning this candle at both ends. So what happens is your body's like, fuck it. I'm not giving you any more energy, aka calories. I've got no more. So I'm going to hold onto my body fat, because that's the only thing protecting my organs and heart. But you want to lose fat. You keep fighting against it. So your body's constantly in fight or flight mode, because it's got no energy to lend you for your next activity. Just look at calories as activity. You want to train? You got to ask your, okay, pulling away from the microphone. You want to train more? You got to ask your body, look, can you spare me 500 calories? This is an example. This is an example. All right. I'm making this up on the spot too. So you got to ask your body, look, can you spare me 500 calories to train today? If you're on 2,500 calories a day, your body's going to say, fuck yeah, go and kill it, mate. Here's 500, take 6, take 700, go and have drinks with your mate, go and enjoy yourself. All right. Go watch a movie. Just like when you used to go to the movies back in the day. Dad, can I have $20 to go to the movies? Take 100, son. Enjoy yourself. Kind of that. But if you're on 1,200 calories, like if your dad's had $50 in his account, I know my dad would have given me $50 anyway, because he would give me his shirt off his back. Not that you want to see him with his shirt off, but anyway, if you are on minimal calories and you're asking your body to give you some energy so you can lose body fat, it's not going to happen. That's why 1,200 calories is not a good idea, guys. And what happens is when we start losing weight, we're actually losing muscle. So what's happening? We're losing weight and getting fatter. That's the headline of this podcast, and that explains the whole thing. We need enough muscle to insulate our organs, to perform, to lose body fat, to train harder. What happens when we train harder? We're burning more calories. Therefore, we're losing weight. Number 5, do more cardio. Just like I said, I explained this one earlier, but if you want to lose weight and get fatter, do more cardio. Here's the thing. The scales will go down, but what's happening is you're losing muscle, because guess what? Resistance training helps you hold on to your muscle, along with eating protein, eating enough calories. So if you're just doing cardio every day, high stress, your body's holding on to body fat, and you're losing weight, but you're most likely breaking down muscle. Number 6, sleep 3 hours a night. Now, the whole stress thing that I've covered about 27 times in this podcast, if you're sleeping 3 hours a night on top of everything, before you focus on calories, protein, training, running, anything, guys. If you're sleeping 3 hours a night, yeah, guys, we need to fix that. And I know some people have a lot of issues with sleep. They really can't fix it. But really see someone about it. I'm not a sleep expert, but see a doctor. Most doctors will have no idea, but you need to see someone that's specializes in sleep. So try that, guys. Don't do resistance training. All right, guys, it's another one that I've covered. Now, resistance training, you know what I think about it. It's amazing. Like, we've got a gym, we've got a movie mat. We do resistance training every single day. We've gone away from high intensity for a reason. But here's the thing with resistance training. The more muscle you have on your body, the more you'll burn fat post-workout. So the goal should be to get stronger, build more muscle, put more muscle on your machine. That should be the big focus. All right, guys. So if you're not doing resistance training and you're doing more cardio, as I said, you're going to be sweating more. But as soon as you stop running, you stop burning calories. With resistance training, you burn up to 48 hours after, possibly 72 hours. So there you go, guys. You know, and here's the thing. And I even took some notes on this. You know, if stress overwhelms your body's ability to adapt, your body's focused on healing and dealing with a stressful environment. Just look at this, guys. As I said, more muscle, the faster your metabolism is going to be. So it's not going to take you, 2 weeks to put on some muscle. It's a long process. And here's the thing, guys. A lot of people, and this is a common one. This is why I took note on this, because a lot of people get discouraged about the scale. And I put a good post on Instagram about this and in my Interval Fat Loss Secrets group. If you're not in there, guys, make sure you join it. It's not the scale that matters. It's what your body is made up of. The composition of those calories really matters, which means you got to make sure you're eating the right amount of protein, the right amount of fiber, the right amount of fats, the right amount of carbs. The composition of those calories really makes a difference, because if you've got person A, person B, person A is looking after his protein, fats, and carbs, fiber. The other person's just eating the same amount of calories. They're both in a calorie deficit. Person A is going to look 10 times better, because the composition of those calories are filling him out because he's eaten enough protein. All right, guys. So that's what I want to leave you with. The 7 ways to lose fat and lose weight and get fatter. Notice how I didn't say lose fat, because losing weight does not necessarily mean you're losing fat. All right, guys. Hope that explains some things. Much love. Quick reminder, guys, if you can subscribe to the podcast, just share it with a buddy of yours and help me get the word out here. We've hit 10.5 thousand listens, downloads. Amazing. Like, I don't know what to say, but help me get this to 1 million and beyond. All right, guys. Appreciate your love and support. Peace out. Until next week. Take care, guys.